All aboard!
This is Pelon and Chubby, episode 62. We talk about the pride of childhood and all the things we do, bringing up the children and putting them in the best light. Pride with our seeds. Jay the Holy Roller stops in. He's ready to get going on a new project. And Pelon sets him up with the awesome pick. Chubby gets the green light on another holiday party. And he gets to do some comedy on the side. Hablo Español. Hey, this is Pelon and Chubby. Week 12, episode 62. This is what we do. Check us out.
Activate.
It's the Pelon and Chubby Show with your hosts Rich Salas and Guy Murray, talking about comedy and everything that crosses their mind. It's the Pelon and Chubby Show.
And we're live.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Pelon and Chubby Show. I'm Rick Salas.
And I'm Guy Murray.
And Jay the Holy Roller's on his way. A couple minutes out. He's coming from that Mecca breakfast joints. We can't say the name, but you can probably guess.
Ding dong.
Coming straight to us. He's going to be here tonight. It's Wednesday. Every Wednesday, 6:30. We are here because we love doing this. We love bringing you nonsense, current events, whatever makes me fume is what we're doing. And we had a little show last week, the special Thanksgiving show with Mark the Blind Guy. It was just the two of us. And we were making it happen, man. Mark was out of his regular quiet
mumbling
mode.
ways.
Yeah, he was like bringing it, man. It was exciting, man, to see him break out like that. He was having fun, talking it up.
In the zone.
Half of it still didn't make sense, but fuck
it. Was in the zone, baby.
He was having fun. I was having fun. It was great, man. So everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Great. Like,
yes,
I give a fuck, really.
Fucking out.
Hey, I'm not the holiday guy, like I barely, when I ask, hey, so how's everybody doing? How's everybody's week been? I really don't give a shit, but it sounds like the things that I'm supposed to say. So, like, to be honest with you, you'll hear me say shit like that. Don't get all sensitive and think I really care.
It's not a button.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe I'm happy that you're still above ground, but that's probably the extent of how much I care.
Yeah. I get
right?
you, Phil. I get you, Phil. You call it over your hashtag feelings.
Yeah, no. So, I ask, I do all the proper things on radio. It sounds great. So, how was your Thanksgiving? Eat a dick. I don't care.
Eat a fester.
So, this week, there's a bunch of stuff that happened that I can't even talk about, unfortunately.
Why can't you talk about it?
Just probably not a good idea. There's reasons. But,
Just cause.
But it's, what it is, what it is. But the kids are doing good. They're back in school. They are off for a whole week.
How'd that shit happen?
A lot of people would say, well, Thanksgiving break, so they had a whole week off. And a lot of people are like, hey, how was it? You got to hang out with your your kids, your little buddies there, and hang out with them and do stuff with them all week. Isn't that nice? You got time to bond and all that.
Hell no.
Whew.
Tough times.
You know what, though? It was better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be real rough.
Yeah.
But it really wasn't that bad. And I was like the one, let's go do something. And they're like, nah.
They had their little joy pads and their cell phone.
Let's just stay home. We went to the park. We did a few things. We went to Chuck E. Cheese. We did all that kind of stuff. But for the most part, Kira, because of her condition and everything, she's always like, home, daddy, home. Let's just stay home. No school, mommy. No school. So she doesn't like to leave the house. Home is her palace. She loves it. All right. But June is the absolute opposite. Dude. That dude wants to see tits and ass. He wants to cruise
all day.
The neighborhood.
Got it.
You know, there was a pretty funny thing, man.
What happened?
So we're in the grocery store.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get some steaks.
Oof.
For Thanksgiving.
T-bones.
Actually,
shoulder,
it was
ribeye?
a rib roast.
Oh, okay.
And I cooked it for like 2.5 hours and the thing with no direct heat.
Okay.
Dude, that thing came out sick.
Woo, baby.
And I'm not even a red meat guy. I could not stop eating it. Yeah, it was that good. So we're in line, or actually, I'm looking at the meats, and they didn't have the exact one I was looking for, so I was kind of waiting for the guy to come over. And there's this dude standing next to me, and it looks, older, thinks he's loaded, kind of douchey,
Right.
So he's standing next to me, and he's looking, I'm looking, and I'm grabbing shit and putting it in the cart, and he's grabbing nothing. But then the wife comes over, goes around him between the two of us, which you may have been able to fit a phone book or two between us.
Oh, God.
So she comes in and she reaches over my shoulder and starts grabbing meats that I was looking at. And not even a glance over, not even an excuse me. And so I, of course, being the asshole that I am,
Well, yeah, of course.
I look straight at her like a laser beam going through her ear hole. And I was like, excuse you? Nothing?
Was she a mute or what?
No
problems? Just
no.
socially
And
just
so then she kind of
fucked.
moved. So I look over at June. I'm like, what an asshole. Right?
Would have been worse if he looked at you and said, "What an asshole."
Oh, he said it before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, so we're in line getting ready to pay. Here's the Holy Roller, Jay Feverman. So we're in line, and I'm telling a guy about our trip to the grocery store for Thanksgiving. Oh. I'm looking at the meats, and some douchebag walks in, gets next to me, and he's looking at the meats. No big deal. But then the wife proceeds to reach over my shoulder, no excuse me, nothing. I'm like, excuse you, what are you doing? So then I turn to June. I'm like, what an asshole, and he looks at me like, so we're up in line, right? Yeah. And they're in the next aisle, next checker over. Yeah. So we're putting our stuff in the bags and checking out. And June, of course, is bouncing in the front of the store like uncontrollably, can't fucking stop moving. And the people are
not your kid.
Yeah, the people are in the right next door in the check stand over, and their stuff's getting bagged. Mm-hmm. So we actually leave at the same time. So they heard me call him an asshole. So they kind of look over, right? And I look over like, what, right? And so June looks at the guy and goes, butt cheeks, butt cheeks, butt cheeks, butt cheeks, butt cheeks. And the guy looks at him and he goes. Looks at me, looks at him, and he's like, butt cheeks, butt cheeks, butt cheeks. His old lady's wearing these yoga pants, super tight. Thinks she's just shit's got her ass all out and everything. And I mean, they might have been decent butt cheeks, whatever, but she's like 60 years old, right?
And that's what
and so June was looking, he's like, butt cheeks, butt cheeks, butt cheeks. And the guy looked at me like, aren't you going to say something? I'm like, fuck you, man. This is golden. I'm not doing nothing. Butt cheeks, butt cheeks, butt cheeks, butt cheeks. And it didn't hit me until we were starting to leave.
What was going on? Yeah.
And I told you, and I said, hey, in any other situation, that's probably not the right thing to say.
But since she tried, was that the same lady who tried to reach over the shoulder?
Yeah, that reached over. But I said, in that situation, June, that is golden.
Daddy's going to tell that story.
That was golden.
I'm not wearing the shades because I think I'm cool. I'm wearing the shades because it's freaking bright in here.
Hey, did you close the door?
Oh, okay. Mike.
No, not this one, but the outside one.
Okay. What, Mark's not coming?
Mm-mm. He's got Montezuma's.
Montezuma's Revenge.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we don't want that. Dear Lord.
Yeah, so that was.
Are you afraid we're not going to be able to see you? What's the It's just really bright, man.
That's normal.
That's normal.
That's extra, man.
It's the same stuff.
Wait till we get the new lights.
This fool's out here for 1 week and he don't know.
He acts like he hasn't been here before.
Yeah.
Hey, the new lights are going to be those LEDs. Like it looks like somebody put on a spotlight.
Jay might cook up on it like a rotisserie.
And then those lights are going to be down here at the
I gotta
bottom.
wear some
We have uplights.
friggin' suntan lotion.
Shining right
So
at
this shadow will be gone. They'll be shooting up here.
We'll have uplights.
And then we're going to get this made.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
We're going to get a big one made. So you get rid of all these shadows.
The shadow.
Hey, look. As advertised.
No.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh, man.
Yes.
Where were you?
Hey.
Where were you 12 years ago?
Look.
Right before I gave up drinking.
Huh?
Shoot, man. I would be the old fever man would just be going. Oh.
And Mark's not here.
And Mark's not here to break it in.
Dude, all he would have to do is turn and
Is it
pull
like
it.
a pony keg in there? Or you just or what?
It's got one of those 5-gallon ones. You can put 2 5-gallon
just open
ones.
it up like
yeah,
that?
on the left-hand side.
You have to do that now.
Hey, so if anybody's in the vicinity and you want to come over,
They're just waking up.
I want to come over and have a drink. Other side.
Other side?
Yeah, I want to come over and have a drink. So only one side, the right side's pumping.
that's it.
But it's 8:05. So if anybody wants to come, if anybody wants to come over and have a beer, 8:05, yeah, Firestone.
I used to drink that stuff.
Come over and pour yourself a drink. I'm the only one drinking. I got a whole keg. Come on.
Wow.
Ah, it's delicious too.
Little
man.
keg for y'all.
You know, a keg has a little different taste than the bottles do. You lose a little bit in the bottles. Yeah, with a bottle like that.
You do. You
So
do.
This is kind of.
But when it gets to the end of the keg, then it's kind of like.
Oh yeah, sometimes it'll get flat, but I got
Gets a little
CO2, so it's all carbonated and
Wow.
nice. Yeah.
Gosh, man. In the day, man. I remember we played this, one of the first shows we played. We played this 7-kegger party. And what was the guy's name? It was Jackson. What was his last name?
Randy?
Yeah. It was just a
Michael?
guy. It was something.
Tito?
It was like.
Ronnie?
Like Johnny Jackson.
Bobby?
Or something. His name.
Ricky?
But he was
Mike?
Yeah, well, okay. He wasn't any of those Jacksons, but I remember we played the party. We had a 22-song list, and we freaking
You played
did
all 22 songs in one set?
We did 2 sets.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
It's a 7-kegger, man. We're drinking in this little town, the little town that I'm from, man.
Okay.
And we freaking tore it up, and midway through the second set. One of the metalheads is rocking out and stuff, and he friggin' has a seizure
What?
in front.
Oh, no.
And I go, stop the song. We jump down and just kind of holding his head from bouncing and stuff. And then eventually it stopped, and he was okay. And then he went back to drinking.
Gotta get that drink
Hey,
on.
at first, did you think it was
our
a seizure? Or you thought it was
this
just...
is a seizure. Okay, we're calling the ambulance. He just, but it was his. That was what it was Jackson's friggin' brother, like his little brother.
So he knew.
Yeah, and he was just like, he'll be fine. and it's like grandma. He's like, and then he friggin' after a while, after like a half hour, he's like, all right, okay.
You gotta watch. Hey, you gotta watch what you
watch
mix.
them, though.
And
Yeah.
I remember for our payment we got, it was one of the first times we got paid. We got paid $150, and we got to take home. There was a keg and a half left, and we took that home.
Nice.
And we about dusted them off with our friends.
Got a little buzz. Going.
Anyways, but that was that was one of those parties, man. Then we played a place called the Demon's Lair.
Where was that?
It was just a guy's freaking house, but he had this little room, and it's written on Demon's Lair, and that's all he was about. His name was Randy, and he friggin' just worshipped Slayer. It was all about Slayer. It might be the fridge, but
I
anyways,
hear that on there. That little hum you hear is the fridge, the kegerator.
so the hum ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, fucking have to deal with the.
You can deal with the hum, man, because the fridge.
Let me see.
That ain't going in. That's just cool.
Let's move the kegerator out to get rid of the hum, or fuck you, be a little inconvenient.
We'll live with the hum.
Sorry about your luck. I hear it just fine.
But yeah, playing just those metal days, man. Playing the place called the Demon's Lair. It seemed like it could have. They should have friggin' franchised it out and made it into something. But
Those were the days, huh?
yeah, those were the days. Watching just.
Those were the days.
Those were the days.
Mike, let me say what's up to a couple people. Jeff Poppy Gringo, what's up?
Hey Jeff, how you doing, man?
And Michael DeVindo, Cynthia Hernandez, as always, the faithful B Stone, Beatrice Stone, what's up? What's up? tell Brian to say hi or something on this. You guys need to come down here and hang out for one of the shows in studio.
Yeah.
I got the kegerator. I got a bar upstairs.
You can hang out behind the drum set. You can be on the show.
I will keep you lit. Brian can pick a song or two, and then Jay the roller could chime in and sing a little bit.
Yeah, be that.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool, And then let's see who else we got. Guy Murray. Oh, he's on the show.
He's hi.
That's Kathy Coyle.
Nice.
Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Who's?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's good to have a fresh face in our
yeah,
place.
That's nice. We like that. And that is Jenna Poor Steel.
Hello.
That's Steel, no?
Yeah. Jenna Poor
Well,
Steel.
we appreciate all you guys listening. Call your friend right now. Call your friend on a different line.
Start
and
a
say,
watch
hey,
party. That's what
I'm
you need to
watching this show. It's amazing. Tune in.
Start a watch party. That's what you need to do. Invite some friends.
That would be cool. They got that for The Voice. Anybody watching The Voice out there?
Oh, my goodness.
I've been watching it, and I'm one of those, man. I'll even fucking cry on a song or two. It's just me and Kathy. Fuck it. I'll cry. I don't care.
Oh, yes.
But they got all these little kids, man, and they're like good. If you were to close your eyes, you'd never even know. One of the girls is 13 years old, man.
Wow. I thought, isn't it like
and it's a black girl, right? And she can sing her ass off, but she is, if there is I don't even know if it's possible, but she's 13 years old and she's too polished. She's too schooled. Where it doesn't look natural, doesn't sound natural. She's like, all her emotions and all her reactions all seem rehearsed. I mean, she's like super, super overcoached. If she would just cut loose, and just relax and have fun and sing the song, she'd do so much better, man. It would sound real.
I hate that in the competitions because you get that person that was overcoached. I mean, all the way down from cheer moms to Honey Boo Boo. If they're overcoached and just, it's not. Yeah. It doesn't seem authentic anymore.
Exactly. When you see there's this one going around. I guess it's been out for a year or 6 months. There's this one girl comes on. Just looks like she came out of the outback of Kentucky or something.
Is this just a reality show or is it a singing show?
It's like it's one of those. It's like it's like the talent show. It's one of them. Right. And she comes out.
It'd help if you had a name or something.
Yeah,
she does. She busts in. She busts into the Black Crow like version. Of, baby, here I am. And her voice is like a Janis Joplin kind of a thing.
She's all like wild dancing
and just completing that. There's no rehearsal there. She's just letting it out.
By the way,
she's awesome.
That's the second show of that type that she was on.
Yeah.
So she was on. I think she was. I don't know if she was on The Voice. But America's Got Talent.
It was The Voice, I think.
It was the one that she was on. And American Idol, I think she was also on.
Yeah, you can't do them like within 3 or 5 years or something like that.
She was on both within a short amount of time.
And then that's what got her
No, I guess they didn't have a problem with it. So she did way better the second time, obviously.
Okay.
But,
well, the time that I saw the video,
she was good.
And I just went, yeah, totally, very original, but it definitely had seemed like a Joplin-like quality of just belting it out.
Yeah.
And just, blew me away. I was like, okay, yeah.
And she's from like England or Ireland or something.
Yeah. Like, it reminds me of this guy that you guys watch this stuff more faithfully than I do, maybe. But if you guys watch this Herbie Russ, the homeless Herbie guy singer, you know who that is?
I think so.
Guy's phenomenal. He's an older dude who was homeless. I guess drugs took over and stuff. He was obviously a talented musician. Then drugs took over, and then he got back into the limelight just by when he was singing out on the street. He'd have like his little organ and he's belting out. And the guy's got an amazing voice, just it's stellar, and he'd get tips. And then he'd start.
Amazing.
It's good. Anyways.
It's good.
Whatever, jerkwads. I bust out the jerkwads, man. You've been labeled now. Uh-oh.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Hey, June called me earlier. He called me and my wife dickheads.
Wow.
We were coming home from
Wherever
school.
does he learn this kind of language?
We were coming home from school
it's
and
he
didn't get a stamp from his teacher.
Oh, okay.
Because he was being rude. today.
stamps are
And
bad.
usually he's an angel at school. He gets like citizen award and stamp every day. Like,
Not my son.
fuck. I'm like, how is that possible? Right? He gets all that. So today he's like, look out. I didn't get a stamp. I said, why? The teacher says, well, he came to school and seemed a little agitated, so he's punching kids. Oh. And then I asked him to do stuff, and he was being rude. So I love him. He's the best, but I can't give him a stamp when he's like that. So we told him, all right, no YouTube. We don't give him anything when he doesn't get a stamp. So we're in the car, and he's like, give me your phone. And I said, no, you're no 1 day penalty box. No YouTube, no nothing.
Yep.
And he goes, you know what? I'm sick of you two dickheads.
Oh, man.
And you're like, wow, I used it properly. What do I do?
Yeah, you know,
He used it properly.
use it properly.
What do I do?
And Kathy can't go, I wonder where he heard that before.
So we're
Jeez,
like,
no.
hey, June, that's really not an appropriate way to talk to your parents. Yeah. It's like, oh.
That's it. He's just like,
He just looked at you and go,
Oh.
I know.
Thanks for the fucking info.
Thanks for the update,
dickhead.
dickhead.
yeah.
Flippant.
My son is definitely. Yeah, we're afraid to ask, so we're gonna because he's been getting some. At first, at the beginning of school year, he was the best one. He was like number. I mean, she's just like, I love him. I can't believe it. I heard that he was a little bit of a troublemaker. He's amazing. The first 3 weeks, and I said,
Yeah,
well,
give him time.
I go give him time. It's the honeymoon phase.
All right.
And then he's going to start testing you. And then lo and behold,
Yeah, you'll love him until.
and now she's just like, I don't know how to get through to him. He's not being. Yeah, yeah. Now she's just like blah 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 blah. And I go and I pick him up. He had a bad, he did good, and then he had bad, good, and then I said, "Now apologize to your teachers." And he's looking down, he's
Looking
he's
around,
smiling,
can't do
he's
it,
kind of
smiling.
smiling, and I go, okay,
'Cause you
say I'm
had a
sorry,
bad day."
teacher.
Yeah.
And he
Taking
goes,
one
and he goes,
crazy.
he goes, I'm sorry.
Going around.
Because the teachers really
had
like
a
her,
bad
like him.
day.
Like she loves him and stuff,
Yeah.
but he has his days, and she is very, very strict with him. She's been doing it 20, 30 years, whatever. She's like super strict. So Kira goes same school, so I'm dropping her off. And the teacher says, Kira's one. She likes school, but she doesn't like going to school. So like getting up, getting dressed, all that stuff, she don't like it. But once she's there, she enjoys it, But every day it's the same battle. No school, mommy. Right? So we go through that every day, and then she wants to pick out her clothes. And
Oh, God, yes. They got to
So,
pick out their clothes.
we're at school, and the teacher says, Rick, can we talk for a second? The teacher that was at the
show? Okay.
The one that was loud and laughing.
Laughing Taffy.
Oh, Miss
With-
Tipsy,
with
who
her-
I friggin' just should have went after her,
With
man.
her boyfriend.
Jay,
for the
you
night.
going after somebody's like someone trying to chase a quarter running down the street. Please stop.
So
Please
she-
stop.
Oh, you wait. When I have enough time, dude, I'm gonna friggin' tear people
All
up.
right.
Go ahead.
So she says, Kira's
right.
Kira's doing great, and everything, but we need to have her wear bigger clothes, maybe not so tight, form
Not for
fitting,
revealing you.
and probably maybe like maybe 2 shirts or a training bra of some sort. I'm like, what? She's in first grade.
First
I mean, she
grade.
might be like 5 feet tall already in first grade.
She's being censored.
right? But she's like, yeah, she sometimes will walk around and say, boobies, boobies. And she's actually starting to grow boobies. And so she's like, she points out her boobies. So maybe, so we tried today to put on 2 shirts. Oh my God.
No.
Chernobyl. Dude, it was a straight meltdown.
With a kid with autism.
Oh, my
When
God.
you change a routine, it's not.
So I get
It
to
takes a
school,
while.
and I'm like, hey, she's got 2 shirts in her backpack. Good luck with your idea. Give it a shot.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
So she said, hey, well, we got on her, the shirt on her for like 5 minutes, and then she ripped it off and was out running around. So they told me one day, we turned away for a second and looked back, and she had her pants down and pissing in the sandbox.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was like, well, maybe don't turn your head.
Oh my goodness.
Keep a better eye on her. But she'll get fucking naked in a second.
She'll keep. Oh, my son. He's a friggin'. He's gonna be a Chippendale dancer, man, or something. He's friggin'. He's running around. I'm just like, dude, no.
These kids, man, it's a trip. It is a trip, man. You get told off by your 6-year-old, 5-year-old, and then you gotta run around the parking lot and chase your naked 6-year-old. And she's fucking quacking like a duck the whole time. Quack, quack, running. Like, what is going on? I say, hey, I don't blame you. I did a bunch of shit I knew not to pay for one day.
I'm paying for it now, man.
Yeah, thanks. So much for forgiveness. Yeah, forgive is to forget. What's wrong with you? Oh my God! My mom says, "Hey, how does it feel raising your mini me?"
Nice.
That's exactly how
That's
you
what
were.
you were. Wow.
I can't do it, man. It's just tonight. I don't know. Bright lights. My son, he's always wearing shades now at night, man. He's Corey Hart.
There you go.
My sunglasses.
Dude, how did that guy ever make it as an actor? Really, Corey Hart. He is the most pathetic.
Did he do acting? Really? Much?
Corey Hart?
Are you thinking of Rick Springfield, maybe?
No, he's thinking Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman?
Yeah, it's a
and there's another Corey.
A whole different person.
And
That's
Corey
equally
Haim.
shitty.
Corey Haim, maybe.
Is it? Whatever.
Well, he's passed on.
They're all shitty.
He's dead now. So.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I just
Hey.
like that he did that.
Somebody's doing construction.
Hello.
So what else? What else happened, guy? You did
Hopefully
the
it's a-
quinceanera.
Hopefully it's a union job.
did that go?
Yeah, I did a quinceanera. I said it right this time, and I didn't get paid this time.
You did not.
Did not get paid. So
You can't trust those Mexicans. Fuck 'em.
Oh man, one day de rey, otro parte de año de way. So el resto de año de way. So,
Hey, that almost knocked my shoulder out of socket.
yeah, I'm sorry.
That accent.
That was good action.
That
Accent
was-
was my friend, my friend.
You have pronounced better Spanish before, man. That was not too good. I got to be honest with
Even
you.
the white dudes. fucking-
Nice. No, he's got a. I don't know what the hell that is.
You do a little bit better next time. Come on, bring it.
What's up, Amanda?
What's up, Amanda?
Hey, have you guys got anything you want us to cover?
We're here for you.
And it's better than what we have, then we'll do it. You want us to put a spin on some current event or whatever? There's a bunch of shit out there. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
bring us an idea. Give us a topic, man. Yeah, because
We're more than-
we've burned out some of these topics, man.
No, there's a bunch of new ones. Like, I'm going to start right now. Fuck it, let's get into the news.
Get into it.
In the news this week, it's funny to hear the different spins on the tear gassing of the
I got something
Central
about that.
Americans trying to
Hondurans.
illegally, what do you call it?
The asylum seekers, the
Yeah.
immigrants, the illegal
There's
crossers.
a way to do it, and they're learning the wrong way from their neighbors or neighbors Mexicans there, sneaking across.
They didn't
crime.
they didn't teach them how to sneak it across. They were just trying to just do it.
Crime doesn't pay. Now they're trying to fucking bull rush the gate. I don't think they got the memo that there was like 30,000 troops down there or some shit, ready to unload, and they didn't even get to them yet.
No, they haven't.
They got to Border Patrol, and they didn't get to the Marines yet because they will fuck you up. That's why they're not
Wait,
even like
what was your number? 30,000?
some crazy number.
No, it's only like 5,000.
I'm talking about across the whole border.
Oh,
Texas,
Yeah,
all the way
it's a big
across.
number that got
yeah.
sent over. Yeah.
Yeah, he sent a bunch, but they're not cutting them loose yet.
no.
They're waiting to cut before they cut them loose. They're waiting until like there's anarchy or chaos, because those fuckers they have a hard time distinguishing from kill to
We're just trying to deter them.
Yeah.
You don't belong.
not trying to maim them.
I'm only hearing about this stuff from like my wife's sister and stuff because
Okay.
I'm not, and I see a little bit on social media because I don't watch TV or the news because it's just so. I just watch little snippets. Like when the election was coming, I'd watch little bits of it just to see who's jerking whose chain and
Right.
stuff, and it was entertaining too. It was. I said, I go if Trump gets in, it is going to be freaking entertaining.
Dude, you know what's crazy about the whole thing is? It's funny you say that. Because there is somebody that we know that goes across the border all the time. And they said that it is complete bullshit what you're seeing on TV. That it is so far from the truth. He went down there and he looked around and he saw like 15 people sitting in a circle. And all the cameras are on them and making it look like there's this huge thing going on. And he's like, none of it's going on.
Oh, yeah.
It's all a farce.
Yeah, and I'll point something else out.
But they will shut the border down for hours on end.
But people they're freaking out on MSNBC and CNN. Oh my God! And the politicians tear gassing them. What is wrong? This is chemical warfare, right? Right. So this exact same thing, almost identically, happened in 2014 under Barack Obama.
Right.
And there was almost nearly zero press coverage about it. Were you guys aware of that?
No.
Yeah, it happened. It was the same, almost the exact same scenario, and Barack Obama did the same thing,
right,
and sent the troops and stuff and stopped them.
Right.
No outrage, nothing.
But
because Donald Trump did it, I'm just saying this is the bias of the media.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, Donald Trump brings it upon himself with being a jackass and stuff with the Twitter. However, when he does the exact same thing, there's other parallels of this.
Well, because he's a douchebag.
Yeah.
Nobody likes the douchebag.
Yeah, but he does the exact same thing, says
the
same thing that either Barack Obama or President Clinton back in the day did.
Right.
Almost identical. You watch him word for word, but he with his nuance and how he says it, and the outrage. Oh my gosh! And it's like, well, where was the outrage before?
Yeah,
it's a double standard completely.
Here's my issue with the thing.
Now, I think it's, I'm praying that these people are going to be okay one way or another.
Well, they made the decision. They didn't know what they're getting into, and now they're stuck in a hard place. But here's the problem. All these left-siders that are so sympathetic to every cause that's out there, every animal that's being mistreated or whatever the fuck it is, right? They want to point it all out. Like they want to say, oh, it's outrageous that we won't let these people in. We have to be humanitarians. They're trying to escape their country, and it's too bad that they were born into that. But we're not God. Honestly, it's not our problem. We didn't create it. They're like, oh, we got to accept all these people into our country, right? But if you put on the ballot, listen, we're going to have to make a special tax for all these immigrants that we're going to have to pay for. And so it's going to be on the ballot. You're okay with that, right? Oh, fuck no.
No,
we're not paying more taxes.
The problem with taxing to fix a problem such as this or as big as this, the money's got to come from somewhere.
Right.
Who's the one that's making the price tag? Who's figuring these costs? Because we're also trying to throw money at climate change. And
whatever. You're going to change that? Are you going to stop the Chinese from making money?
The Chinese.
Come on.
Over the pollution over there is astronomical compared to what we're doing.
They have created a plastic island that's as big as Australia or some shit like that, floating in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
You're going to stop that? Come on, people. Like, pick a realistic thing to defend or to start a cause about. But here's the thing. With these immigrants, everybody's like, oh, let them in, the poor people, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we're going to let them in, but you're going to have to pay for it. Oh, fuck no. But just let them in. We want to point out the problem. We just don't want to be part of the solution. We don't want to be affected by it. We just want you to look like shit for not letting them in. Yeah. But don't put it on us.
Yeah, my point, definitely. I agree with that. And just that friggin' if people would put the BS of the politics, Democrats, Republicans aside and go, maybe we could try to come up with a real solution and talk about let's throw out some ideas. Like when I managed I got called in to manage a restaurant, like an emergency thing. They were like, the place is going under, Jason. You're good at what you do. Can you come here? Blah, blah, blah. So
somebody throw him a life jacket. I'm fucking at home.
I friggin'
rubbing one out.
So she's crying and stuff, the owner's wife. And so I go there.
First mistake.
And and it was the hardest 44 days of my life straightening that place out.
You know why? Because they don't appreciate it. They don't take care of you for helping them out in a situation like they have amnesia like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, but anyways, But when I got there, I just said, I looked at what was going on and I identified. I go, well, number one, you have basically, we give you not politically correct here. You had too many chiefs and not enough Indians. There was 4 managers working for the back. Oh, they gave 4 guys like, you're going to be the manager. And I just walked in. I got called in. I go, I'm the manager now. I go, this is it. So you guys just going to do what I say. We're going to figure it out. Now, if anybody has a good idea or anybody has ideas, I want to hear them, and then we'll figure out what's the best way to go. Because they didn't have lights for the friggin' French fries and all stuff. Anyways, and then we just sorted out, and I worked my butt off.
They all have the same last name, Singh.
Well, a few of them did anyways. But,